Well, well, well. If it isn't us back at it again, huh?
Let's
How did
give
this
this
happen?
another shot, Ryan. Let's
Yeah,
try
I
this
know.
again.
I'm excited, man. This was your idea. This was not mine. It's your idea.
This wasn't actually. This was like the reason we're doing this is because one of my former adversaries, not really an adversary, but he reached out an olive branch. I'm talking about Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And we had some old beef. I'm not gonna rehash it out now. Um,
Yep.
but they invited me onto their podcast.
Yeah, that was really nice
And
of them. Yeah.
and it was very brave too, because over the years I've been kind of known to be a little bit of a hothead from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't have known how that would go for sure.
Right.
And he's probably not exactly still sure how it went.
I wonder, I'm curious about like his expectation going into it versus how he felt after. Like, was it what he expected, or was it surprising to him? I'm curious about that.
Me too.
And hi, Kevin, if you're watching. Kevin might be watching this. I don't know, but I reached out to Kevin too after that show came out. Talked to him a little bit, and we're cool. So
yeah, everything's cool.
Yeah, everything's fine.
And you know what? We're podcasting again. We've done this before. I'm Lonnie, by the way, for those of y'all that don't know me. The guy
Ryan.
next to me is Ryan. Is there anything else we need to say here, Ryan? Right
now? Not really. We know each other from doing YouTube over the years. That's how we met.
How long ago was that we first met?
Oh man, we met in 2019. So what's that going on? 6? Is that no? 7 years? Oh my god.
Going on 7 years. I thought
going on. So this spring will be 7 years. I think I met you in the spring of 2019. So
okay. So do we have an actual? We need to actually set a friendiversary.
Friendiversary.
Yeah, we need to exchange.
We could probably figure out the exact date. I don't know it offhand. I'm sorry. Am I a bad friend?
Oh, that's fine. No, you're not a bad friend. Speaking of bad friends, that's a podcast that I enjoy a lot too. So I might
Friends.
Yeah,
that's the one with Bobby Lee.
Yeah, it's got Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino on it.
Yep.
I'm trying to pull up the it's Trash to Cash podcast, and I'm gonna see. I'm very proud. Can I boast about something real quick?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Of course.
Okay. So
this is a boasting safe space.
Okay, good. So let's see. I'm going to try and share my
podcast.
Screen.
I noticed that podcast is doing very well.
That's what I was about to do.
Okay.
Right there.
All right.
Yeah. Am I sharing my screen successfully?
Yep, we're good. We're good.
Okay. So
wow, 6,200 views.
Yeah, here's Trash to Cash. Okay. And let me show y'all something. This is just in order. Like, this is the one I was on is right here.
Yep.
And they titled it finally Shed Flips and Commonwealth Flipper, I'm sorry, finally face off. That was a very good title.
Very good title. Do you know who wrote that title?
I don't, but they deserve kudos.
That's a good job. Yeah.
Knowing those guys, it could be AI that wrote it, but but if you notice, just 2 weeks before, they had Harry Tornado, which like he is a legit internet YouTube sensation.
Yep.
5,100 views, Harry. My episode
you beat him in a day.
A day. He's had 2 weeks. So what's up with that, Harry? You might be losing it a little, buddy. I'm joking.
Oh man.
But don't think he didn't notice that already. If I know Harry the way I think I know Harry. Okay, how do I stop this screen? There
you go.
All right, we back. Okay.
I think a lot of it too is like you haven't really done a whole lot of this format, at least recently. I know you've done the live shows on your channel, which were huge successes. Actually, I didn't really see that. I didn't see the New Year's one very very much. I fell asleep, if I'm honest. I was
Dude,
so tired that night, dude. I stayed up till like almost midnight, and then I woke up at like shortly after New Year's went by in my time zone. I was like, oh, I missed it.
it's
And I fell
fine,
asleep
dude.
again. Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry.
fine. No, it's totally fine. Like that's really late for you because you wake up and go to bed early like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But that was an ill-conceived plan on our part. We were all
Yeah.
hyped up because we had just had a pretty successful live stream for like a Christmas party, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, "Ooh, let's go all out for New Year's. We're gonna we're gonna ring in the new year in all 4 time zones."
Oh man. Ooh.
And
Minimum 4 hours. Minimum. But you started
right.
it an hour early. Or no, did I do that right?
Yeah, no,
No.
we did. But so we
Yeah.
did so our time we did like 10. We were on from 10 to a little after 2. So
Okay.
it was a little over 4 hours.
Yep.
And it was fun. We enjoyed it, but it was about 2 hours too long.
How did you
Like
feel at the end of that? Were you exhausted?
I was exhausted and I was also like mad that we even tried to do something that long because at
Yeah.
the end there we just were not giving it the like when I go live, I like to like even if I'm not successful, I like to try to entertain people.
Mhm.
And at the
That
end, I just didn't have the energy. We didn't have anything left in the tank, you know.
that's one of the things that a lot of people probably don't realize if you're not a content creator. Other content creators that have done lives probably get this, but you would think that doing a live show is fairly easy, not a big deal. You just kind of turn the camera on and talk, but it is mentally exhausting, like big time. If you want to put on a show and be entertaining,
Mhm.
and that's the thing, and like when you see, because like in your live show, you did the one on, was it Christmas, the first one?
Mhm.
You had what, over 800 concurrent viewers, which is
Yeah.
insane. That's insane. But to like hold those viewers takes a lot. Like you can't just be like, "Hey guys," and like you can't sit there and talk to the chat the whole time. You know, if you do that, you're gonna have maybe 100 viewers, right?
I
People
I
will
I
watch, but
I do have a confession to make though about that is that I did kind of set it up. Um that wasn't completely an honest way to get 800 concurrent viewers probably.
why? Because of what
And
you were saying during.
yeah, and also
Yeah.
like Harry, if you're still watching, if you're not, if you didn't like slam your computer shut whenever I said that, that wasn't fair either because like probably a big part of the reason people are watching the episode of Trash to Cash is because it promised conflict and drama and stuff, right? And
Right.
it
That's what they expected.
probably it delivered a little bit, right? Don't you think?
A little, yeah, no, yeah. You answered some questions that people were asking for years.
Yeah.
They got a little bit. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
delivered. So, I mean, that's and they didn't think that Harry Tornado was going to come on there and have, you know, there was going to be some um there was no old beef for Harry Tornado to settle or anything, right? So,
Yeah.
like it's not really fair to compare that. Also, during that live stream you were talking about just now,
Mhm.
I was making a list of people's names
Oh.
as I would see them in the chat and I said, "Oh yeah, we're going to cover all these." And
When
I
you were
was
doing
writing.
that, I remember watching when you were doing that, the concurrent viewer number was going like this. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, this live is getting shared so many times right now.
And to be honest, I was actually going to go down that list
Yeah.
name by name and say what I really thought. And I started thinking about it and I looked at the chat and people were like
Candace was holding you back a little bit too.
a little bit, but
Yeah.
mostly I noticed like in the chat because I try and kind of read the room a little bit, you
Mhm.
know. And I saw people in there saying, "No, Lonnie, it's Christmas." You know,
It's supposed to be happy.
this is supposed to be fun. Oh no. And other
Yeah.
people were like, "Shut up, let him talk," you know. And I was like, no, they're right. They're right. This is not right. I should not do this. I should not, so I
But
probably let some of them.
I remember in that show, and actually that kind of circles back to what we were talking about a minute ago. In that show, Carrie actually reached out to you and was like, "Hey, what's it
Mm-hmm.
going to take?" He said something, "What's it going to take to get on the show?" Or I forget exactly what he said, but he invited you publicly in the chat.
Right.
And I remember we were talking the next day, and I told you, I was like, "Dude, I don't know. Like, were you thinking of doing it after that, or not
Did,
really?"
I think I may have even initially told you there's no chance I would ever do that or something.
Yeah, because I
I
remember
think I
telling
actually
you the
did tell
next.
you that, and you told me to do it.
I didn't tell you to do it. I said, I think you should really sleep on it and consider it. Really
Well,
think about it. Don't just write it
that's
off.
that's the Ryan way of saying you really should do it, though. I mean, you didn't tell me to do it, but
Yeah.
that's about as strong as it gets with you for telling me to do something. Like,
Yeah. I thought you should do it, but I told
oh
you,
yeah,
you should consider it. That's the way I worded it.
and I'm glad you did too, because that was something that I needed to go ahead and confront and put some, put
Hmm.
old stupid petty stuff to rest and maybe open up some new opportunities and
Yeah.
some new relationships. Because I mean, those guys, like, whatever you may think and whatever may have happened in the past, they're all good guys.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Kevin at heart, he's a good guy.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like he probably, I actually, you know what? At the end, I'll have to watch the end of that podcast because, and I haven't talked to Kevin again since the podcast ended. I have
Yep.
not talked to him, and at the end, I didn't know if he was sad, mad, relieved, and he or shell shocked. Like I was having a lot of trouble reading his face and what he or just
Yeah.
like disappointed. I didn't know what I should probably reach out and ask him what it
Yeah.
was because
Send him a
you watched
message.
it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I watched the whole thing. Yep.
What how do you think at the end, at the very end, what was your read?
Hmm. I, I I don't know. I don't know. I think he was a little surprised.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I think he was a little, but I do think he expected what was coming to come. Like he expected you guys to talk about that stuff, obviously. But I think he was probably surprised that you took ownership of it.
Yeah.
Because
I left a little with him too, just to explain because if I don't
yeah,
explain what I was originally mad about, then I just look like a psychopath, right?
exactly, yeah. But you apologized and took responsibility
Yeah.
for what you said, and um, yeah, no, it's I don't know. I don't know how he feels. And after watching it, because he did talk about me a little bit too. And immediately after watching the podcast, I was like, yeah, I got to send him a message. Because, like, honestly, throughout the years, ever since we did the podcast years ago on this channel, funny enough, full circle
Yep.
moment, um, I felt regret. I was regretful of everything we did on that show. And I did feel bad about it. I felt bad. So this, you going on the show actually gave me the opportunity to reach out to him, apologize myself. Um, and I've had nothing but good interactions with Kevin privately. He's always really nice to me. I met him in Cincinnati when we went.
Yep.
Great guy. Great guy. And I have nothing bad to say about him. So we're good. We're good. I messaged him and he appreciated me reaching out, and I'm glad we got to have a little conversation. So
It is good, and he probably like no matter how he felt about the podcast, there's probably some peace there for him too.
well, there's peace there for
You
me as
know?
well. Like, because
Yeah.
I felt terrible. I felt terrible about that for years. I really have, and yeah, that was a moment of healing there, which was kind of nice. So
Yeah, I felt a weight lift off of my
yeah,
shoulders too.
absolutely.
Because
Yep.
what comes of like at the base, like I can blame this and that, but at the base for me, it was feelings of jealousness,
Hmm.
and just be in pettiness, and like I was ignoring the fact that I was getting outworked, and
Right.
like just resting on my laurels, and I was comfortable with how I had been doing, and I was just lazy, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then, but instead of looking inward at the things that I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
I decided to take the lazy approach and lash out and become a victim of something that I like imagined
Right.
in my head. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I made my own prison in my own head
Mm-hmm.
instead of just keeping my head down and continuing to try to make things that other people would want to copy.
Exactly. Yep. And that's something, and like that's something you mentioned. We don't have to go super deep into it tonight, but like that's something you mentioned on the podcast with the whole spiritual thing, and like
Mm-hmm.
things have changed a lot for you.
Yep.
They changed a lot for me too. Um, and that's what's kind of been cool about our friendship is we've been able to bounce ideas off each other and go through these growth periods um, together, and it's been really cool. It's been really cool, and like with the number one thing with you was just um, changing your health lifestyle, right? That was like the thing that really snowballed everything for you, and it's
Yeah.
crazy how it's insane how much working out and being healthy and making healthy lifestyle choices through fitness and diet and all that manifests in other ways. It's really insane. And people don't realize it. And like, it's easy to say, but it's hard to explain unless you've done it, I guess. And I'm being kind of vague here. And like, we don't have, like I said, we don't have to go deep into this tonight unless you want to, but
We
it's
can.
been a really transformative couple years, but definitely the past year, I would say 2025 was a wild year for both of us.
I
So,
would say definitely the past year.
mhm.
Um, and something else I think we should touch on too.
Yeah,
Because when we did do this podcast before, there weren't just two of us, there were three of us.
yeah,
And
mhm.
I mean, I'll give you a chance to say what you want to say, but I'll just say that Justin was on this show before. RVA, y'all might know him as RVA Flips, and there was no blow up, there was no huge falling out or anything. But I haven't talked to him in I don't know how long. It's been well over a year. I'll just say this: that he went one direction, I went another, and we were just no longer compatible as friends or even as acquaintances. And I have no bad feelings, and he actually hasn't said anything mean spirited to me that I know about, or said anything publicly about me
No,
that I know about, and I do appreciate that. But yeah, I did want to at least address that since he used to be part of this too.
yeah, yeah, and I would say probably the same. I don't want to get too deep into it,
Right.
but um, zero bad blood, no blow up, no fights, nothing like that of that nature. We grew apart. I haven't talked to him for quite a while either, but I can honestly say Justin was one of my best friends for many years, and I think he's a great guy. I still love him. I love him like a brother, and but yeah, we grew apart. Our lives kind of went in different directions, and um, I hope he feels the same way about me. I'm not sure, but
I think he does. I think he
he
does
probably
too.
does. He probably
I,
does.
I think he
But yeah,
definitely feels that he feels the same way about you. I'm not so sure he feels the same way about me.
I
That's
don't
the
know.
one.
Yeah, I have no
But
idea.
but that's
Yeah,
going too deep. That's going too deep.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I
But yeah, no, I have nothing bad to say about Justin. Great guy. And like I said, one of my best friends for a long time. So, um, yeah,
and I don't regret it. I don't regret that time either.
no, absolutely not. No,
I
big
mean,
part of my life.
even yeah, big part of my life too. And I
We
wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be
friends with
friends.
I wouldn't be friends with this guy right here with Ryan. Justin brought Ryan and I
Mhm.
together
Yep.
originally.
Yep.
So, and hey, Justin built up something else Justin did for me.
He gave you a big gift.
He did.
Mhm.
He gave, okay, so here's some more lore from the shed here. The Reseller water cooler, which is a Facebook group. I guess boy, there might be something crazy going on in there. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Hey, where? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I guess I'll share my screen again. You can't tell it to share my screen, can you? Let's see.
If you
I
bring
got
it
it.
up, I have to bring it up. There we go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Can you see it?
Yep.
So yeah, Justin actually, this has been how many years ago now, Ryan, do you think?
Oh man. So he started this group. I think he started this group before I even knew him. So it probably would have been 2018, 2019 when he started this group. I could be
Okay.
wrong, but around that time.
Well, I want to say it was about maybe 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. He stopped reselling and he got a job.
Yep.
And the group had gone to like crap, to be honest, because nobody was really running it or watching over it or anything. And he
Mhm.
knew it. And it was just kind of sitting there, but it still had probably at the time, I don't know, maybe 8,000 members or something.
Because I think he started this group like it was for his channel. It used to be called
Right.
RVA Flips Reseller Water Cooler or something like that.
Right. It was
Yeah.
for his channel. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it had gone to crap. And I think I may have asked him. I don't remember if he
Well,
offered. I don't
I
remember
think
how
he
this.
made us admins a long time ago.
Right.
And then I don't remember. I don't. He might have offered it to you.
Or I might have asked him. I might have.
You
I
might have
may
asked him.
have.
I can't
I may
remember.
have. I may have said, "Hey, Justin, look, I don't know what you're planning on doing with it, but like, if you want me to, I'll take it over and do what I can with the group because I just hated to see it." See, I had another Facebook group before, Ryan. Do you remember this?
Was it the six pack or was that something else?
I don't remember what it was called, but
You
it
had a
was
Facebook group?
yes, me,
Really?
I, John and I had a Facebook group,
Oh, that. Yeah, that got shut down, right?
and it was big, it was massive, right?
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
well,
Oh,
hang
okay.
on. Let
Yeah,
me
yeah, yeah.
not say massive. Let me say it
No, it
was
was pretty
about
big.
somewhere between 5 to 8,000, something like
Yeah.
that. Is that
Wow, this
something?
is deep lore.
Right.
It's
I
all
don't know
coming
if
back to me.
I don't know if I ever told this story.
I don't think you have.
I'll tell it now.
All right.
I'll tell it now. You know what one of my goals is to happen on this podcast eventually,
What's
though, Ryan?
what's that?
Stretch goal. I would love to have John as a guest on one of these one time.
Oh, that would be interesting. Wow. Okay.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. He might not want to do it or
Yep.
whatever, but I and you and I, of course, will have to always agree on whatever we do.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but
No, I
yeah,
mean, I wouldn't be against it.
okay, cool.
So, yeah.
I think guests would make this fun. But
Yeah, definitely.
oh, so I remember what it was now. We were running that group, John and I, and he was getting like John and I were both getting harassed big time.
Mhm.
Like people were
Oh,
trying to
yeah, like in your
threat.
personal lives.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I remember
but
that.
it
Yep.
stemmed from YouTube or something, right?
Mhm.
And John and I were both getting threatening messages and stuff from the same person. And they got a hold of I think they got a hold of his phone number or something. And maybe, I remember they had left a note on his car. like in like in real
That's
life.
wild.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And when that happened, he reached out to me and he's like, dude, I got to pull back.
Mm-hmm.
This is like I want to shut the group down. I don't want any like he really wanted to pull back and I understood. And
Yeah.
I was like, say no more. I'll pull the plug now. Like he was really, really upset, which I
Mm-hmm.
understood. And I said,
It's
say no
scary.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull the plug now. And I did. And, to be honest, I took the heat. I took all of the blame for it.
You did.
And,
Yeah. I remember
that,
that. Yeah.
and, and like, yeah, he let me, I'll say that he let me take all the blame for it. But that really, a lot of people were
That was a real
very,
friend move right there, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't regret it because
Yeah.
like I said, he was under a lot of pressure, but then, I shouldn't have taken that hit like that. That was dumb on my part because a lot of people were very mad at me because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people that group was like very important to them.
I forget how it went down. Like, why did you take the heat? Did you say that it was your doing that took it down, or I don't remember
Yeah.
exactly why.
Yeah. I took the fall for it.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
I didn't now that I'm saying that I did. It doesn't count anymore. But yeah, I took the fall. But that was like, dude, that had to be 5 years ago, huh?
At least. Yeah. That was probably,
So,
yeah, shortly after I met you. But then everybody, like so you literally shut the group off,
uh-huh.
deleted it. And
I think
then,
so. Yeah.
all the, the people, the refugees had nowhere to go. And they went to,
Well, a lot of them did go to RVA flips.
right. So that's where that group started to grow because of that. Because we were talking about the Facebook
Right.
group, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Thank you for bringing me back on track.
Yeah, no problem.
but yeah, Justin hadn't touched the group for a long time and he wasn't reselling anymore, didn't care about reselling anymore. Cause I mean, like, and that was one part of the reason why we weren't friends anymore too. Not the whole reason, but it was part of it. Like we were kind of work. I'm talking about for me, not for Ryan. Justin
Mm-hmm.
and I were, we were work buddies to some extent. And there's some, when you go from one job to another, Ryan, you have like people, maybe you don't, cause you don't really job hop, but when you
Well, people
do,
that
like,
leave the job that I work at, I
right.
don't really talk to them anymore. Yeah.
And y'all were
Yeah.
probably like for being work buddies, some of them probably pretty tight, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep.
So, I mean, there's some of that too. But yeah, he handed the group over and to me and Candace, and we
Mm-hmm.
took it on, and it's actually been it's been very rewarding, and it's been a way that we could give back to a lot of the people that follow us. He handed that group over, and it's been awesome. It's been steadily growing, and a lot of people love it. And Candace and I are pretty proud of it. We work really hard at it, and when I say really hard, that's relative to not doing anything, I guess. We work.
No, you
We
do
do
put a
work.
lot of effort into that. You do.
We put a lot of effort trying to make sure that it doesn't get overrun by jerks,
Yeah.
and snark and just people making new people feel scared, intimidated to ask a question,
And you have some pretty good mods in there too, right? I'm a
Yeah.
mod, but I'm probably the worst mod of all time. I've done nothing.
No,
I'm sorry.
dude, all mods are terrible. Over time, all mods are terrible over time. It just happens.
It's exhausting. It's a lot.
You are more
It's
of
a
a
lot.
friend. You are a friend. You're like an honorary friend mod appointment. Like nobody ever expected you to do anything. I think aren't you actually like an admin?
I might be an admin. I think
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Uh,
Ryan,
I
well,
have all
sometimes
the I'm like the king of England. I have all the power, but I never use it.
yeah. But yeah, that's the Justin I guess we covered Justin now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that question would have come up. So, but
And what
yeah.
other fires can we put out here, or what can you anticipate? Like, so Ryan, where have you been? Why did y'all quit doing this? What did you like? What's the
Well,
reason?
like my reselling channel?
No, why did you quit doing the podcast? Why did y'all quit doing the podcast? I mean, you're
Our
doing it
pod, like
before.
me and Pam's podcast?
No, the one that we did, like
Oh,
cancel this podcast. Why did we quit?
we canceled ourselves. No.
We kind of
We just
did.
got we just stopped. Literally, we did an episode. I think the last episode we did was was the one about like when we went to Nashville. Remember that one?
Yeah.
And we did that one. We covered our trip, and actually that was a pretty fun episode. And then I don't think we did one after that.
Hmm.
Do you remember why we
Okay.
quit? I think we just kind of just we didn't do it again. Because we were still like we were still all talking for a while,
Well,
like
yeah.
after that stopped for another like over a year.
Maybe
So I
things
don't
were
know.
start.
I don't know why we quit.
I think things are starting to kind of fall apart though a little bit too, though. Maybe. I'm not sure.
On my end, probably not.
I
I
not on my end either.
yeah. I don't know. No, because we went. I don't know. Should we go into? Nah. We'll just
All
leave
right.
it. We'll leave it.
Yeah, that we've probably said too much already.
Yeah.
But what do you hope, like, what do you hope to do with this podcast moving forward? Like, have you thought about it like in much at all? And
um.
when did we first decide we were going to do this?
Yesterday.
It was yesterday. Okay.
Today's date is January 7th. So J6 guys, we decided to do this podcast.
I told you know how it happened is we had been talking about the fallout of the trash to cash, and
What do you mean the fallout?
not fallout, but like I guess
The
or
response?
the maybe a hot wash or a briefing afterwards or something.
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah.
or just how it made me feel to do it,
Uh-huh.
and how like and I always get a charge out of it, right?
Yeah.
And I think I said I told Ryan, I said, dude, we need to do something.
Yeah.
I think that's what I told you.
And yeah, and immediately I was like, yep. Because this is something we've talked about previously, not podcast form, but so the history of this channel that you're watching this podcast or listening to this podcast on right now. Originally, we had a podcast with us two and Justin, another guy. And then that stopped. And then I actually rebranded the channel to Ryan Reacts because I was, and this is something we can go into in another episode, but I was going through like this period of I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with social media. And I was trying all different things. And I ended up rebranding this channel to called Ryan Reacts. And I was doing reaction videos. And it did okay. Like it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
If you would have stayed on it, if you would have stayed on it, no telling what would have happened.
True. And the reason I didn't stay on it is because I ended up blowing up on another avenue. I ended up finding success somewhere else. So I had to divert focus. But I really enjoy doing this sort of format type thing. And even like as I was finding success elsewhere, I've told you, Lonnie, you probably remember, I was like, I really like doing that, like this format. Like I like talking. I like having a microphone in front of me and expressing what I think and how I feel. And I really love this. And I was like, I don't know if there's room for that and whatever. It was just kind of like a passing conversation. And then this came up literally yesterday. You brought it up. You're like, hey, we need to do something. I'm like, yep, this is it. So here we are. It kind of worked out.
You know what else is cool is Ryan and I talk over every day, all day, but not like constantly. Like sometimes especially during the day, because we're both working.
Right.
He might send me something. I might send him something and then it might not get responded to for an hour or two at times. Usually
Mhm.
not the case, but sometimes it is. But Ryan and I very rarely talk like this. Usually we're
Yeah.
talking like I record a voice message, hit send, and then I wait a couple of minutes. Oh, look, he responded, and then I hit play, and it's very like
It's weird because
like a carrier pigeon type
yeah.
communication.
And, like, you can think about what you wanna say for a few seconds or minutes even before you even say it. So
Right.
it is weird. And it's like this kind of when we see each other in person. When we see each other in person, it's not
It takes
weird,
a
but
it takes a minute.
whoa, instant
Slow down, bro.
replies? Right.
Let me ask you this. I've never asked you this. Since we do utilize voice messages quite a bit.
Yeah.
How often? I'll tell you. I'll tell you how often it is for me. It's not. I wouldn't say it's that often. Usually, I don't think about stuff like that at all. But on some voice messages, by the time you hear it, I've already done 3 takes. I've had voice messages like that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'll be talking and I'll just like totally screw up the sentence or I'll like
Like,
delete.
oh,
And
yeah.
right. Not all the
Yeah.
time. Once in a while that happens. Yeah.
Right,
Totally.
right. It's like a
Totally.
verbal typo, but you just like, oh well, screw it. And then sometimes I send a message like, "Ooh, that was a good one," and I'll listen to it back. I was like,
Oh
"You."
yeah. Yeah. Yes. When Lonnie's talking about, if anybody doesn't know, when Lonnie's talking about voice message, we use the app Facebook Messenger, which by the way, Facebook Messenger is probably the most elite form of communicating there is, in my opinion. Texting sucks.
Yeah.
Texting sucks. For a while, we were communicating over on X, which also has voice
It's not
capability.
bad.
It's not too bad. Actually, it's pretty close to Messenger, but Messenger is the goat
It feels like
of
home. Facebook
it
Messenger just
does.
feels like home to me.
It
I feel
does.
very comfortable in there. Everything's just
They
right.
have it figured out over there for sure.
They do.
Meta did a good job with Messenger.
But all that to say, we don't normally get to have this kind of conversation where
Right.
we can see each other's reactions live and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this is
it is crazy. Yeah.
cool from just a friend perspective, not having a full duplex communication instead of half duplex communication.
Right. Right.
Oh, but one other thing,
Yes.
we want to keep doing these,
Yep.
and we want to be pretty regular about it
Yes.
because we want this to work and we want this to be entertaining and we want to build a good audience and we want to keep doing this.
Mhm.
So one of the things that we agreed on, and we're going to stick to it, is we're hopefully going to end these at a point where you're like, oh, I wish they wouldn't end it. I still want more.
Right.
So our goal is to keep these pretty short.
Mhm. These are probably gonna be like an hour or less. So you're not gonna be seeing videos dropping that are super long, couple hours, because we've done that in the past, and it's okay, but I think there's a market for things that are a little shorter, a little
And
shorter.
if we don't feel like every time we sit down to do one of these, oh boy,
It's a
there goes
chore.
2 hours. I mean,
Yes,
we'll enjoy it, but it's still like this huge, big, hairy
time commitment.
commitment,
Mhm,
And if it
mhm.
feels like it's this huge commitment, like it might just go away. So
And one other thing that we've committed to, um, we don't have a schedule for this. They are going to drop sporadically, probably regularly, since that we're doing the shorter
right.
version, but we don't have like a set day, time. 100% we're gonna have an episode out this week. Not necessarily. Um, but we want to try to be as regularly as possible. I do. I think you do too, right? Like we want to
Oh,
be somewhat
absolutely. Like
regularly.
I don't like. I'm not going to say I want to average one a week, but I kind of want to average one a week. Is like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
loosely. Like it might be two
Yes.
1 week, and then maybe
Hmm.
we go a month where we do one, and then we hit
Sure.
8. But yeah, yeah.
So
I
don't
mean,
expect a set schedule ever, but we are going to be active.
yeah. So follow Ryan Crazy Dreamers on Facebook. And then
Yes.
I'm Lonnie M. Honeycutt on Facebook. I guess we can put that in
We'll
the
link it down below.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're both going to be shouting out the new pod anytime it drops. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Yep.
we're planning on, we have some guests. I already talked about one potential guest, but I think we both have some more in mind.
Yep.
I don't know how often that'll be.
Might be interesting.
Um,
I think it would be. I think it'd be fun to have some people on.
I do too, and I think
That's something I've never. I've. You have some experience in that. That's something I've never had experience with, really. Having like hosting a show with people that I don't necessarily know. You know.
I've got a little experience with it, and it is interesting unless I mean, especially if you're dealing with someone that's not necessarily uh, a, an internet personality. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? That's when it can be really interesting because you don't know what you're going to get then
Right.
once
Oh,
the camera goes on.
that would be fun. So like people that like might not have any social media uh persona at all,
Right.
having them on the show. Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I mean, it
That would be
could
kind of
be,
fun.
but it could also be like really weird too, because like you
Yeah.
never know you don't know what you're really going to get sometimes,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
Is that a good idea or is that bad? Is that risking it? Uh,
Another thing I was thinking about too, Ryan, I don't know where you're at on this. Maybe occasionally we could do a live. That
yeah.
might
Oh, yeah.
be
Absolutely. That would be fun.
that
Yep.
might be a little further down the road.
Hmm.
I expect we'll talk about YouTube a lot and just being content creators
Social media in general. Yeah.
because
For me personally, I know you're very YouTube centric. For
Mhm.
me personally, YouTube's kind of on the back burner for me. I'm still uploading to YouTube every day on my Crazy Dreamers channel, not like my main channel that I did YouTube on, but I'm mostly on other platforms now: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So yeah, we could talk about all that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
drugged me over to all that stuff too. He kind of drugged me into the short content, and then
yep,
once I got there, I started loving it too. And
yep.
this probably kind of quenches your thirst for some long form kind of stuff too, because
It does. Yeah, because it's a form of long form that I can do like with at least what I'm doing right now. I don't really have time to do long form.
right.
So yeah, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, it's awesome. And
Yep.
yeah, so I think we're going to talk a lot about content creation
Hmm.
and I mean all the stuff we do running. I'm sure
Yeah, oh
we're
yeah,
going to talk about. Ryan's actually wearing
right here.
I ran, that's the shirt I actually ran
You
in
have this
mine.
shirt.
I do.
You did. You ran the half in this shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's just this past November we ran that. And yeah, so I'm glad you. And that was like a we'll talk about it more later. That was that half marathon was actually like a touchstone moment, I guess, for
It
me,
was life
like in my
changing for
life.
you. Yeah.
It was.
Hmm.
It was.
Yep.
I discovered a lot of things at that half marathon that didn't actually involve the running. Like I didn't feel some crazy runner's high in the middle of it and something happened, or anything. It was afterwards.
Yes.
Um, Afterwards, like when I really started letting everything soak in and I realized where I was and what I was doing and what I had become and where I had come from and all that stuff. And it all just
Yep.
like hit me like a ton of bricks and a lot of things became clear.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a story for another day, though.
Yeah. We can make an episode on that. That'll be I think really that'll resonate with a lot of people, or hopefully it will resonate with a lot of people and inspire a lot of people because it's a really great story,
And
and
when
it's pretty amazing.
it is, and when I say talk about running, I don't think we're going to get like talk about the actual physical act of running and like how to run faster or things like that too
Right.
much.
Not yeah.
Other than maybe we'll show our new pair of super shoes or something like that if we go.
But yes.
One thing, I've become kind of a sneakerhead a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that, dude? Like
Oh yeah.
I'm like I got a bunch of new pairs of shoes for Christmas, and
Did
like
you really? Yeah.
yeah, I
You've
got
got a
some
sick
more.
pair of trail shoes that
Yeah, and
have you used those yet?
I haven't. I was just looking at them.
Yeah.
I was thinking about. I haven't hit the trail,
Yeah.
which is I want to get into some more trail running because that's a lot of fun. It's a lot more technical. You got to pay a lot of attention, but
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty fun. And you're like out in nature,
Right.
So, but yeah, um, that's some of the stuff you can look forward to. We're probably
That'll be
not
coming.
going to. Yes.
Yep.
So Ryan, we've
But
been going at this for 47 minutes now.
yeah, I think this is a great introductionary. Is that a word? Introductionary.
Introduction. Wait, I think you introductionary. No, wait, that doesn't sound right. Introductory.
Introductory. That's
Introductory.
it. Oh man,
Oh,
it's late.
introductionary. You got me screwed up.
Write it in the dictionary. Add it to the list.
Oh, man.
No, but this is a great first episode of kind of what's going to happen here and what we're going to be talking about and the whole vibe. And but yeah, this is fun. I'm excited.
Me too, man. I can't wait to see where we go from here. So, but yeah,
definitely.
thanks so much for watching, everyone.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you very soon.
Bye, y'all.